It's another day and we have another Gala Games video. They have so many announcements coming out and they literally released this a few days ago, and it talks about their entire roadmap for 2023 and onwards. And I want to highlight a few things in this one that are pretty much game changing for Gala. The first thing here is that the new rate for the exchange between Townstar coin and the Gala coin is now 1.25 town equals 1 Gala. And if we take a look at the impact that has had on the price of town, this announcement was made on January 27th. As you can see, Townstar was sitting around 0.25 or 2.5 cents, and it went all the way up to about 4.5 cents. Right now it's sitting around 4 cents, but it obviously makes sense because people are purchasing town, because eventually you'll be able to take 1.25 town and get 1 Gala for it. So obviously do the math there. Before the exchange was 2 town equals 1 Gala. Now it's 1.25 town equals 1 Gala. So it may very well be better to buy town and then exchange it for Gala once their bridge is available. And they do say that this is going to come in the next few days. And now if we scroll all the way down to the next thing I want to talk about, there's so much information on this. I'm going to leave a link down to it in the description below because you guys can go through this. I don't want to bore you with everything, but the layer 1 blockchain, this is the GIRI chain. As we know, it's already out, it's already running, and Spider Tank is actually running on this one. Now, this chain was built to handle fast microtransactions at scale, lower the cost, and as we know, this is going to be the Gala token that's going to be used for the gas fees. So another great utility for Gala as well, and it obviously is going to facilitate easier transfer of items to and from Ethereum. So they are still going to have the Ethereum chain, and they are going to have this GIRI chain, which is their layer 1 blockchain. So the token is going to exist on both of these chains. But now if we take a look at what's happening in the next coming months, Q1 to Q2, we have the launch of the Blockchain Explorer, and I probably shouldn't have clicked. Let's go back here. Okay, so we're gonna have the launch of this Blockchain Explorer, and I'm super excited for that because of course you're gonna be able to see all the transactions happening on the chain. So right now we kind of just know it's happening, but we can't see anything happening on the blockchain itself. But once that Explorer launches, that's going to be where the public is going to be able to see everything happening. Now in Q1 and Q2, they're also going to be integrating Townstar on GIRI as well as a few mobile games. That's going to be huge as well because as they continue migrating stuff over to their GIRI chain, well, you can imagine that more and more Gala is going to be consumed in those gas fees. Then you're going to have the music integration. So the music nodes and all that ecosystem is going to be onboarded onto GIRI. And you also have the film node or the film ecosystem that's going to be onboarded on GIRI as well. Then Q3, Q4, they do say they have further game integration, developer interface, and SDK, and of course their P2P or peer-to-peer marketplace, which is going to be onboarded onto GIRI. So I'm super excited to see all of this happen. Of course, it's just a matter of time at this point, and this layer 1 blockchain for Gala Games, in my opinion, is a massive game changer. And if we talk about the next thing here, I'm not going to go over the nodes. I want to go over the tokenomics for Galas. So as we know, they have a maximum supply of 50,000 tokens. And they do say that in 2023, they are going to provide an API to CoinMarketCap, which is going to report the circulating supply of Gala on both Ethereum and GIRI. So if we take a look at CoinMarketCap right now, we have about 7 billion tokens in circulating supply. They're basically going to provide an API, which is going to account all of the circulating supply of Ethereum as well as GIRI, and that's going to be maintained on CoinMarketCap. It's going to be a lot easier for people to understand what's happening for the circulating supply of the Gala token. Now, they do also hint at something else here. They say in the event that another chain is added, such as Flare or Polygon, These will be added to ensure both users and the rest of the market have full access and a transparent understanding of the supply of GALA. So this is kind of bullish news in my opinion. I mean, if you're talking about Polygon integrating the GALA token on Polygon, it makes it more accessible to even more people. Same thing with Flare. Again, who knows if that's going to happen. It does say in the event that another chain is added, but again, we are just gonna have to wait and see if that happens. But in my opinion, that's obviously some bullish news. Now here, if we talk about the understanding of the supply of GALA, there's been a lot of questions about the burn, about what's happening to the GALA Games token right now. Now, as we know, they did make an announcement earlier this month that they were going to burn all of the GALA that's used to purchase NFTs via their marketplace. That was going to be burnt for all of Q1. And then they also say that they are committing to a quarterly burn of 500 million GALA for 2023. So over the year, that basically means that they're going to be burning, no matter what happens, 2 million tokens in 2023. Now, they do also say that they are going to introduce this GEMS token or GEMS currency. It says, while GALA can't yet know what the demand for GEMS will be following their introduction into the game, we are now committing to a quarterly burn of 500 million GALA for 2023. Now, if we continue, it says the new vision for 2023 and 2024 is that the whole ecosystem increasing the long-term viability of Founders Node while creating a streamlined pathway for users to enter the ecosystem via mechanisms which feel like Web 2 but are still fundamentally linked to Web 3. The sale of gems will also provide operational expenses to GALA, allowing continued growth and development. Now, I was a bit confused, and here, if we take a look at the gems itself, they look to be coming from the burn address. So that's going to be creating the gems currency, and the gems premium currency is going to be able to be purchased. I'm not too sure if you're going to be able to purchase that with GALA. I assume so, or with any other crypto for that matter, but that's going to be your premium currency, which the end user can obviously use. And there can be as well a burn of these gems. So there's going to be another currency added, but as we know now, they are still burning all of the GALA used for NFT purchases for Q1 of 2023. And they're also committing to a 500 million GALA burn per quarter for every quarter this year. So that's basically 2 billion tokens burnt in 2023, guaranteed on top of any other burns. Now, taking a look at the halving schedule, as we know right now, it's every year there is a halving in GALA, but now they're thinking of maybe going to a supply-based halving, which basically means that when a milestone in total supply is reached, the halving will take place automatically. And if the total supply decreases to below the point at which the halving occurred, then maybe the emission rate can increase to keep up with demand. So there is going to be a halving governance vote to switch it from a time-based halving to a supply-based halving. In my opinion, it makes sense. And of course, these are all the founders nodes that are going to be voting on this. I do think this is going to go through, and it may very well be beneficial for the GALA Games ecosystem. Now, if that vote passes, they're going to have to go ahead and implement a V2 contract for GALA. And here's a slide where it goes and shows that even if they do switch this halving schedule, it's not going to have an impact on the max supply, or it's not going to inject the burn tokens back into the ecosystem. So as we can see, this is essentially the halving schedule we have right now. Each year, the supply or the emissions are reduced by 50%. This would be the total supply based halving. Again, similar things every time there is that total supply that is reached, there would be a halving. So again, not doing anything with the total supply numbers. And then if we introduce the burn into that, again, it's not doing anything to the max supply, but it is just burning the tokens alongside with this supply halving. So lastly, if we take a look at their 2023 roadmap, Here is everything that's happening for the GALA Games ecosystem. As we know, we've talked about the changes to the founders nodes and to GALA v2. We've talked about the blockchain explorer for their layer 1 blockchain called GIRI. For Q2, we're seeing even more games and more of the GALA Games ecosystem go onto their layer 1 blockchain. And for Q3, we have more games as well as further game releases. And Q4, we have the P2P marketplace, further games, the GIRI developer interface and SDK, and more to come. So that's basically what I wanted to talk about today. There's a lot of things happening for GALA. And if we just take a look at GALA's chart here, I am probably looking to dollar cost average into GALA around 4 cents here, or even around 3.5 cents, depending on where it goes. I do see Bitcoin and the crypto market taking a break from this run, and I do expect GALA to come down as well. If we kind of draw some technical analysis here really quick, we can see that we are in some sort of an ascending channel here as we are drawing this, and we are just maintaining in this range. And typically the price breakout from an ascending channel is either up or down. It really depends on whether it breaks the resistance or if it breaks the support. But if we take a look at the bearish side of things, if it were to break the support here, we could potentially find ourselves around a 3.5 cent GALA. That would be great for me. I would probably ape in. Maybe it goes all the way back down to 2.5 cents. That would be awesome. I don't think it goes back there, but on the flip side, if we were to break off into this resistance here, we could maybe find ourselves at around 8 cents. But again, I do think Bitcoin would have to go crazy for that to happen here. And Bitcoin's basically up about 40% since January. So I do think a cool off is in the books here. 3.5 cents is a price I'm going to be looking at. Again, I don't know what's going to happen. Nobody really knows what's going to happen, but these are just some of the prices I am looking at. So with all of that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace.